Indeed, Adarachu. Bonjour, hola. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ken at 10. And I should say Dzień dobry and privet as well. How are you? I hope you're well. As usual, we're talking about property. And I know I brought up the Stranger Things topic. In the background, you can see Norbury burning. Quite a shock. And I hope you weren't too affected by it. Apparently, there were some fires started over the park to the back of Turl Road, and some of the gardens at the rear of Sherwood Avenue were burnt as well. But thankfully, no one was hurt. But quite a shocker. Many fire engines, lots of people involved, and lots of inconvenience for the people moving out, no doubt, while it was put under control. And such a sad thing to see all that greenery gone. But luckily, no one's hurt, and it's all under control now, so it's all good. You might notice the title Stranger Things Electrical Issues. The reason I've used Stranger Things is because we all love it, don't we? There's something about that program. Everybody seems to be into it right now. And you may have noticed that the lights flicker in it quite often. They're like, whoa, something's just about having the lights flicker. Quite often we get tenants on the phone saying, we've got this problem, everything's gone down, help. Is it Stranger Things? And the answer is most of the time, it's something much more straightforward. And usually what it is that something that's been plugged into the ring main is shorting it out. And the way you resolve this is quite simple. If the fuse has flicked off on your ring main and you can't work out why it is, if it's a modern type consumer unit, you'll see a lot of flick switches. Don't worry, they won't hurt you. You just flick it back up again. If when you flick it back up again, it immediately flicks off, it's telling you there's a problem with that circuit. Then what you need to do is unplug everything all around the house until everything's unplugged, and then try flicking it back on again. If when you flick it back on again, it still flicks off, now you need an electrician. If it doesn't, then that's telling you that something that you previously plugged in is at fault. And the simple way to find out is start plugging things in. And as soon as it trips, that's the item that's causing the difficulty. So you simply take that out of the equation, and probably there's a dodgy wire in it, something like that. But that appliance is the thing at fault, not necessarily your own electrical system. So just worth noting that, because a lot of the time we find that people are calling out electricians for no reason, and it's unnecessary. If you talk people through it, people are smart, they can work it out. It's no problem. So I hope you're doing well today. As far as we're concerned, the weekend went well. Lots and lots of viewings. People are still out there viewing in numbers. I know there's talk of a slowdown with the economy, and no doubt we're going into recession. There's no question of that in my view. But that doesn't mean necessarily that the property market will end up dropping. And the reason for that is it's all about supply and demand. I've mentioned this many times in the past, but you've got to remember that on the one hand, the property market does rely on the economy, of course. But on the other hand, we need sellers and buyers. And if sellers start withdrawing in numbers and decide not to move, then the supply of property goes down. And at the moment, we still have demand way in excess of supply. And as long as the seesaw is that way around, prices will hold firm. I don't suspect that we're in for any meteoric growth or anything like that in the near future. I think the opposite right now. I think it's likely to level off. And that's probably a healthy thing anyway. We're seeing massive growth. I mean, come on, guys, what do you want? You might help you on what you're selling, but it's pay per win anyway, surely, because you're probably buying somewhere else. And guess what? That's gone up too. So unless you're withdrawing from the UK, going to another country, then actually there's no great benefit for you in rising prices, unless you're mortgaged very close to the price that you're trying to sell at, and therefore you need to pull more equity out in order to make the move to the next home. Obviously, that can be a problem. But as far as the market's concerned, still strong, still going very busy. Here in Norbury, it's bright and sunny. Today, we have our work experience girl watching in for the first day today, and she's Ethiopian, hence the Ethiopian greeting. And she's learning all about estate agency with us over the next 2 weeks. And we look forward to her coming away with more rounded experience and hopefully getting a view of whether it's something that she enjoys. Let's hope so. We do it every year. We support Norbury Manor High School for Girls because they're a fantastic school. Many of you will know I was a governor there for years and currently a trustee. And they're just a fantastic bunch of people. And it's really nice to have a young person in the office with us that can kind of take a different view, ask lots of questions, and perhaps give us a different perspective, because it's a two-way learning thing. I always think, we always think about, we teach them things, but actually they teach us things. And often they ask questions about things. Why do you do it that way? And it's like, why do we do it that way? And we can learn from them too. So it's always fun having them along. And it's great to have that kind of youthful zest for information and education in the office. So apart from that, we've got a busy week ahead, lots of valuations, a couple of people on holiday as well. But as far as the offers are concerned this morning, really busy. Not enough letting stock again. We've got a few new instructions coming up as well to tell you about. Looking forward to that. So hope you're doing well today. And that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Look after yourself. And if you can, your friends and family, we'll see you then. Ciao.